our thanks to Mary Baldwin College for the honor of speaking to you today. Even though you're sitting out there, and I'm standing up here, we have something in common. All of us are about to start something brand new. You are about to start your postgraduate life, and I'm about to deliver my first commencement address ever. I'm sure you're feeling what I'm feeling right now, a lot of excitement mixed with just a little bit of fear. And I'm excited because today I have a double privilege. It is a privilege to speak to you, the next generation of leaders, and especially women leaders, and it is a privilege to share with you some of what I've learned since I sat where you are, listening to a commencement speaker as my undergraduate life ticked down. My hope is that my experience can help in the life that awaits you. After my graduation day, I moved to Washington, D.C. from Portland, Oregon with a degree in political science. I began a short internship and then landed my first job with a nonprofit organization, Peace Links, that would set me on my path to a lifelong career and passion, international development. I might have been the luckiest new grad in history. Peace Links gave me the chance to go to the Geneva Summit talks in 1985, where I met then President of the Soviet Union, Mikhail Gorbachev. That meeting inspired me to get my master's degree in Russian Eastern European Studies, to set up a small business in the former Soviet Union, and to start a career focused on developing the skills and resources of women entrepreneurs and leaders. 20 plus years later, I'm still just as inspired and passionate about my work with women. And of course, I'm passionate about men too, starting with my husband Bill and 3 sons, Sam, Eli, and Kai. In 2003, I joined Women for Women International, which works with women survivors of war in conflict and post-conflict zones around the world. We've tripled in size over the next 5 years, and today have served over 195,000 women survivors of war with our core program of rights awareness, leadership training, vocational skills, and income generation assistance. We have distributed more than $79 million in direct aid and microcredit loans to all socially excluded women. Almost 25 years of work in developing countries and in battled parts of the world have taught me many lessons. Some of the most important lessons have come from people living in the midst of war. Most of these people have been women who have never had the luxury to expect anything from life, and yet confront each day with strength and determination. Most of us here today have spent our lives assuming that if we work hard, we will achieve our goals, and that we will lead comfortable lives. Most of the women that I work with have been taught to expect nothing. And because of this, many people assume that they have nothing, and especially that they have nothing to teach us. This is simply not true. My hope is that I can share with you some of the lessons I have learned from women in war. Let me start with one of my favorite quotes. You are what you do, not what you think, not what you want, not what you dream, not even what you believe. You are what you do. And what do we do? Early in life, we start out with big dreams about what we want to accomplish, the kind of person we want to be, how we want to change the world. Over time, many people become more cynical through the normal ups and downs of everyday life, stress, disappointment, heartbreak and loss, even the pressure of expectations. Life is a way of clouding our thinking and calling into question the things that we were once most sure of about ourselves. Many people gradually let go of their dreams, their ambitions, because it's just too hard, too inconvenient, too risky, too unrealistic, or just simply too much. The lesson I've learned from my work is that it doesn't have to be this way. You can be the change that you want to see. You can be the shining example of how you can hold on to your sense of hope, of optimism, of passion, your sense of self. This is true even in a sometimes cynical world, during the stresses of everyday life, even in an economic crisis.